You'll be, I can't promise that you'll be famous, but it'll be helpful. All right, so you're in the My Ivy page right now, and why don't you
Yep.
click on the Ivy Learn tab so people can see what that looks like. Okay, so this is your dashboard, and then you go to your courses, right? And you got your college algebra, boom. All right. So you should click on My Lab and Mastering, which I'm sure you've done that already. But go ahead and click on it again. All right. And then if you click on, scroll down. Yeah, so I'm a little unsure what happens. So what I want you to do, just so we don't lose this page, is if you use the, do you have you're using Windows, right? So if you right click on Open My Lab and Mastering, you should have an option to open it in a new tab. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, but it blocked it. What is it saying there?
Oh, here. I can, whenever I clicked on it regularly, it took me to it.
Okay, it made a new thing. Okay, great. So then it's asking you to register, and yep, and you can do the student access. Now, 18-week access for my math lab with eText. You know, that's interesting.
I was wondering.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was wondering about that one.
It looks like you can get it for cheaper. I guess the payoff is if you don't complete it in this semester, then 18 weeks, as long as you did it in the summer, that would probably be enough time. But otherwise, you have it for 2 years. And the access code is if you like physically bought the book somewhere, and then it would come inside the front jacket.
Okay.
And that link at the bottom is the Get Temporary Access link. That's if you don't want to pay for it right now. And for instance, I'm just saying this in case anybody's interested. I don't know if it applies to you or not, but if you weren't sure about the class, if you weren't sure about online, and you wanted to kind of test it out for a couple of days and see how it works, because you can make decisions about dropping the course before the 26th of March, and you haven't bought the course until the 26th of March. So if you're thinking about temporary access, that's how you would accomplish that. The only downside of that is
So
you really lose access immediately on the 14th day. So just don't forget, and I don't think you have the option to even pay for it until that goes away. So you got to kind of be prepared when the day comes to have the money to pay for it.
Okay. So if I did buy the 18-week one, it would just expire after 18 weeks.
Yeah, I think that the Pearson would have a record of when you bought it, and then 18 weeks from now, you wouldn't have access anymore. You'd have to buy a new one.
Okay. But I could use that one, correct? Because it's an 8-week course.
Yeah, I mean, it's more than enough time.
Yeah, okay. That's what I was thinking. All right.
Okay. Got any other questions about how that works?
No, thank you. You helped a lot.
Yeah, and Zoom is a big part of like the online support from my perspective, because there's nothing.
Yeah, this is nice. That was pretty easy.
There's nothing like being able to talk to a real human about whatever you're confused about, especially if you're having technical issues. So
yeah,
all right, man, really appreciate
it makes it really easy.
Really appreciate you letting me record this. And